It's getting windy and it just rained as we were loading these bags, which has been the theme throughout this whole project, wind and rain. But onto the soil. I chose my favorite soil, my tried and true Coast of Maine. And this one here is their Quoddy Blend compost. Now, I have amended these beds with this mix before, and because this soil has been amended quite a few times, I have really great quality soil in these beds already. But if you were starting from scratch with the raised bed, you might want to use the Coast of Maine raised bed mix, which is also an excellent raised bed mix with beautiful ingredients in it. Now, there are different types of raised beds. The ones that sit on the ground here, you'd want to use the raised bed mix if you were starting from scratch. But let's say you had a raised bed that was elevated. In that case, you'd want to use something that was light and fluffy, something like the Coast of Maine potting soil. Because this soil is so light and airy and has perlite in it, it would keep the weight down. So this is what I would recommend if you had a raised bed that was elevated. If you were starting with a new raised bed on the ground, you could go for their Coast of Maine raised bed mix. And what I'm doing today is I'm going to amend my existing beds with this compost Quoddy mix by Coast of Maine. Here's a trick you can use to cut up your bags. I've done this a bunch of times and it works out really well. So when you pick up your bag, you're going to make a cut across the bottom, and then you're going to go right up the middle. You're making a T, and then your soil spills in perfectly. Look at this. This soil is excellent. This is what you call black gold, my friends. Well, that was a lot of work, but I'm glad to have gotten it done. And my garlic is looking so good. I was able to kind of rake around it and make sure that I didn't bury my garlic. I'm going to go ahead and fertilize it with some plant tone, and hopefully we'll get some nice, beautiful heads of garlic this year. These are my chives, and they're going to start blooming soon. So these were the things that I left in this bed, and I kind of worked around. But this soil was wonderful to work with. If you are interested in Coast of Maine soils, they're typically sold at independently run nurseries and garden centers. You can go on coastofmaine.com, put in your zip code, and it'll let you know where it might be sold locally near you.